You ever play that game?
What game?
The game where they say, I just lost the game. It's like the game.
What game is it?
The game is not to think about the game.
Check.
Solid. The shit on the other side of me.
Alright. You know, watching these back sometimes for editing.
Yeah.
I notice every time I'm getting down into position.
Yeah.
I always give like an old man grunt. You know, like when niggas are getting situated.
I default old man grunt.
Yeah.
For most strenuous actions.
Yeah. You gotta let the environment know that like this is work.
Word.
What we're about to
do. This is work. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we clap in?
Word. Yeah.
All right. From 3 to after 1. If that makes sense.
All right. In cadence?
Yeah.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. There it is.
Solid.
I'm getting better at that shit. I'm proud of myself, man.
The key is the rhythm.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm pretty good, man.
You feeling good?
Yeah.
Are you healthy?
Yeah. I'm genuinely healthy.
Yeah.
Yes.
In all aspects?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. Why did you say it like that? Like, did you have to think about it for a second?
I'll just check in with the different aspects of what's considered healthy or what your health is.
Mm-hmm.
Mental health, physical health, emotional health.
Yeah. Those are different from the mental, you think?
Ooh. I mean, it's all kind of processed through the mental, I suppose.
Yeah.
This is where they converge in understanding. But yeah, I feel like they're all different, as in they have different ways of, I don't know, being understood.
Yeah, just kind of acknowledged in the mind, I guess, or by the mind, or I don't know. Do we even acknowledge can you be mindful of like all the health, I guess, you know?
I think so, yeah. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. But all three are a go for you. I said all three are a go for you.
Yeah. I would say so. That's been abnormally bright lately, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Even in these times, huh?
These times. Probably because of these times.
Really?
Yeah, I feel so at home.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do. I cannot lie. I've been at home, between homes, just working and giving pep talks to people. I don't know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Because not everybody's feeling like you right now, I'd assume.
Yeah, I definitely feel like there's this very general basal level sense of fear that's just kind of like tickling everybody right now. I feel people staying away from me, or I feel people like just they're just in a rut for one reason or another. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's different.
I think there's plenty of reasons why, but I don't know. It's your posture, your outlook, your
my outlook.
No, I mean I'm just in general. I think like there's an abundance of like reasons to fear right now for whatever reasons.
Yeah.
For when I say whatever reason, meaning like we're just getting hit with it.
Yeah, man.
More frequently.
Yeah.
so like, but you find solace in it, or like you feel comfortable in times like these.
Yeah, man.
Why is that?
It's because I don't know. I think I just know how to turn on my neutral. Like things keep trying to rock the boat, but I think I have a pretty solid sense of resilience. I don't really take to secondhand information like it's the Bible.
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right, that's usually what I hear, especially through the internet. It's someone else's opinion.
Yeah.
And if it's coming out of the state of fear, I'm immediately like
off it.
Or just skeptical of it. I'm like, I don't feel the immediate need to react to it. Like, oh shit. Like if somebody's running, I'm not gonna like run too. I'm gonna be like,
see what's going on.
Yeah, what's
you need 3 other supporting resources. Citations, yeah. Cite your sources.
Hit me with the footnotes. Yeah. I wanna know that, I'm not wasting energy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just, and then that just comes from being curious in general. I don't think it's like.
That's an interesting way of being curious. Like I've never heard someone curious in that way to find fact. You know what I mean? I guess that's the basis of curiosity. But like, when it's sourced from fear, I haven't run into too many people where it's like, okay, that's when my curiosity is turned on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
you feel me?
Yeah, I think I'm just in the state of curious. Like I don't know if it's like turned on by fear or not. I just, if there's a question, if I have a question, then I'm gonna be like, all right, what's at the base of this? Yeah. What's at the base of this fear? Like, not why are we running? I'm not gonna like ask, I'm gonna be like, why are you running? Should I be running?
Well, okay. So
should I be afraid? Should I be like as alarmed as you are? Or are you freaking out?
Don't just give me the first thing, that the emotional
right. Not thing. The emotional reactionary shit. Never that.
I need to know more to get a rise out of me. Why is it like that for you? Has it always like been like that for you? Have you ever always had like that thought pattern?
Looking back, maybe. Definitely always been curious. Definitely different. Yeah. On different time than most people.
Has that served you in a good way? I'm sure it's served you not in such a positive way at some point.
It definitely like probably outcasted me for a portion of my life, but nothing that was like debilitating. It wasn't like it didn't chip away at my heart or nothing.
Yeah.
I just was like, oh yeah, I'm weird.
Yeah.
Kind of like embraced the fact that I was asking why.
When do you know when that happened? When you looked inward and you was like, oh yeah, I'm not like these other niggas.
Oh shit, yo.
like you looked at yourself and you looked in the mirror and you was like, yeah, this is it's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Whoa, man. What a crazy question. Oh man. Right to it. I've kind of always known.
Really?
Yeah. Early memory type shit. Like, yeah. Really young. It wasn't in the mirror. Okay. Although I've had those moments too.
Yeah.
Getting real close up to it. Like,
yeah.
I used to, as a kid, I used to kind of like put myself in these trance states.
Mm-hmm.
I was on my lower bunk and I'd look at the wall and I'd be sure to stick my head forward so that I couldn't see any parts of my body. And I would stare at the white wall and like exist in blank space.
Mm. So you were just out of there.
Yeah, and I would ask, who am I? What am I?
Mm-hmm.
Over and over like a mantra until I got this feeling of feeling completely embodied.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like it's like when you go over a hump in a car and you get that whoa. Like, I would feel that and I would get high off of that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Like for as long as I could before I fell asleep at night.
Mm-hmm.
That's where my why began. What the fuck? Why?
What was that?
Yeah, what is this? What am I? And why this and why that? I would actually just be questioning everything, always.
And then you got an answer at some point? Are you still searching for that?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't gotta answer. You ain't gotta like.
You think you hit the why.
Yeah.
You think I don't know, baby. I'm like 20 years old, 22 years old, and you done tapped into something. You done
expect.
You think you found some shit. Something miraculous happens in your reality that confirms this feeling of source, or I don't know what it is. Some otherworldly type shit. You think you done tapped into it, but nah, man. It's like y'all dug so deep.
Yeah.
That came out the other side. And I was like, oh shit, like I thought I had a handle. I don't think I know.
Yeah, I think what you like, there's just a lot of unknowns and especially if you're going in between dimensions, it sounds like, you know what I mean? Like there's just so much that is unaccounted for.
I just can't believe we talk about this shit right now.
This early, huh? Or at all, or what?
Early at all? Yeah. Like I don't know. It's not what people typically ask me about. Well, maybe, not really.
Uh-huh.
Not really. That's funny.
Are you okay? Like talking about it, or you want to like?
I'm down. Yeah, I'm with the shits.
All right.
Yeah, what's up? Where we at with it?
What was I just saying? Oh, like the graphs. Like it's such a Like there's just so much that goes on. You know what I mean?
Word.
But like, do you I don't know, what am I trying to ask? And so it sounds like it's a quest that just keeps.
Bro, it's forever.
It's a forever thing.
Knowledge, infinite.
But also it sounds like it serves you in a way that like you're comfortable in times like these, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like
where people trying to figure out why.
Yeah.
I'm just like, ha.
Yeah. Like you.
No, you got no handle on it, bro.
Yeah.
Stop reaching so hard, even making yourself fearful.
Yeah.
It's deeper than you could even imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So do you have any fear at all?
Yeah, fear is a basic instinct.
Mm.
I have fear. I exhibit fear on a daily basis, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I like.
Do you act on them or not?
No, I don't succumb with my reactions. I think I just by being neutral. Mm-hmm. If you look at the replay, I didn't freak out when I was afraid.
Yeah,
I was like, I just stayed calm.
Yeah, that's very true though. Like, I think even in science, they say fear is a basic instinct. Like it's an initial reaction to something.
Yeah, it's meant for survival.
Yeah,
to save your life, to kick in certain chemical, hormonal reactions to possibly save your life.
Yeah,
but you run in that adrenaline. Mm-hmm. You start to push out stress hormone and like it takes a lot of energy. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like it can deplete you if you're in that state for
too long.
Right.
Yeah. You use all your resources. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How was your pee?
How was my what now?
like you just went to the restaurant. I was just saying, I was like, damn, we just went into the rabbit hole.
I know. Yo.
Was your restroom like situation cool?
My restroom experience?
Yeah.
Just coming? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
you had no hiccups.
No hiccups.
Everything went where it was supposed to.
I am particularly about not getting that shit all over the place.
Yeah.
My girl is a Virgo. She's not with the mess. Uh-huh. And especially when I'm at other people's homes. I don't like people coming up after me thinking I did.
Yo, isn't that the craziest thing? Like, you ever leave the restroom, even though the restroom was already a mess before you got in there? It's stinking.
Why are you like, that's so weird. That's so funny. Yeah, I typically try to leave the bathroom better than the way I came into it, because I am self-conscious about the person coming after me thinking I was responsible. Yeah. And I don't like when people think ill of me. Period.
Have you ever been in a situation where there's no hope? Like you was coming out and the person going in was going into
hell? Yeah. I give them the like, yeah, it is what it is.
A heads up or not?
I give them the Thundercat. It is what it is. It is what it is.
I always think it's that person that did it. If I get the heads up before going there, I'm like, hey, don't try to play it off, though.
Well, we're not having more than just a 2 or 3 word exchange coming out of the bathroom anyway. Yeah. So it's not like gonna be like, hey, it wasn't me. That's not gonna be my words. It's gonna be like, hey, good luck in there. Which is more indicative of like a situation that was outside of my control anyway.
Yeah. Like you kind of, there's other things.
It wasn't me. It's like,
you're already guilty. Like you're already assuming.
What you mean it wasn't you, bruh? Like,
yeah. Like I wasn't even thinking that.
I was. What am I walking? Oh, nigga, that's you. It's fresh. Yeah. Smells fresh in here. Looks crazy.
Yeah.
You did this.
Yeah.
It's all you, and I look like a hooligan. So like,
yeah,
it don't help.
How do you feel? Like I feel so immature, like laughing as hard as I do to like bathroom humor. But I think it's such it's so funny. Like we're like these sophisticated. We're supposed to be these sophisticated beings, like these human beings that like can walk on 2 feet upright and have thumbs. But every once in a while, if we're healthy, once a day you take shits. You know, how many times a day you pee? Like maybe 3 if you're drinking a lot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it just has to happen.
Yeah.
There's no stopping it.
We are chemical technology.
Yeah. But say that again?
We're chemical technology.
What does that mean?
Which means that like we don't run on coal or electricity.
Oh yeah,
we have an internal vat of acid.
Yeah.
That breaks down material to turn into flesh and bone and blood.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
A series of reactions.
Right.
Chemical reactions that like produce something.
Yes.
And it's a cycle.
Yeah. If nothing else, we're just like everything else that's here. You know? It's a part of the ecosystem.
It's amazing how much we take in, though. I was thinking about it today, you know, with this, everything going on. I was like, damn, I don't think there's a day that we go outside and not take something in, like from the outside into our body.
Bro, the outside is our body.
True, like air, like
it's breathing us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Damn. Yeah.
We create a vacuum of space and air fills us up.
Yeah.
We're windbags.
Yeah. Our lungs. Yeah. Like they, as a process of like diffusion.
Right. Whoa. Diffusion. That's a word I haven't heard in a long time.
Did you ever watch Osmosis Jones? I'm glad that like that got a resurfacing.
Yeah. Wait, what you mean it's resurfacing?
Just from like on the internet and stuff.
Really?
Like,
like are people memifying it or something?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's clever.
Because I vividly remember Osmosis Jones because it gave like a breakdown of what's happening inside of us.
Oh, like, right.
It gave like because I really do feel like there's a universe, like we have a whole nother universe inside of us in a way. You know what I mean? Like with all the atoms and.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And that like kind of put in a movie that was like digestible for everyone.
I really enjoyed that movie.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen it, but I really do like that movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like things pertaining to body and science.
Yeah.
I studied kinesiology in school.
Did
you? Yeah. For a hair. I went to I got a certification for personal training.
Oh yeah?
Through the National Academy of Sports Medicine.
Were you an athlete at all? Or you just gravitated to the body and the amazing
I'm
things
an athletic person, but I do not really subscribe to organized sports in such a way that like would warrant me calling myself an athlete.
Why is that? How'd you come to that conclusion?
I'm not Well, I'm more of a social creature now, but I think in the formative years where you would develop athlete's mentality, I was very much weird. I was a little different than the people who were like playing ball, even though I fucking loved playing basketball, you know?
Were you ball hogging? What was the deal?
I was just following the rules, bro.
Yeah.
I followed the rules. I did what I was told, and that bared well for me. But there are ball hogs, and I think my mentality just rubbed up against theirs a bit, you know, those types.
Actually, like, as I don't know, it might just be, but like as I get older playing ball, like you can see how people's personalities play out in those situations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even like world views on like how people view themselves as like people. You can see it manifest in how they play an organized sport, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that now, in hindsight.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I played a game with people.
Yeah.
But I tend to be aware of the game aspect of it throughout, and I don't really get wrapped up in it emotionally.
Yeah, you don't get invested, or what? Like you?
I can get invested because my emotions do get touched. I just don't react like people do. People will show their colors. You know what I mean? No, if they have an ego about it, you can tell when it hurt.
So, like, are you the guy that's fouling everybody? Like,
I mean, if I have to, maybe.
You going in, nobody scores on you type shit?
I'm more of the like, what am I capable of here? And I'm looking at who's dope. And I'm appreciating people who are dope and like trying to like learn from them.
Yeah.
You know?
You try to figure out everybody's like strength.
Yeah. Or even their technique.
Yeah.
You know? I like to asking the question and trying to learn from every situation type thing, maybe.
So does that lead you into kinesiology then? Is that like,
bro? I am utterly I'm spellbound by like the human capability, the physical capabilities of people when I watch people do amazing athletic feats, skateboarding or MMA or tricking, like gymnastics. I'm like humans weren't meant to fly, but here you are. Yeah. Check the replay. This nigga did how many flips? How many twists?
And it gets like as time goes on, like it gets more and more like greater. Like,
motherfuckers are like
spins in the
they're
air.
Breaking. They're just like, that's not physically possible. And then like
one person does it and then everybody can do it.
Yeah, like kids can do it after a while. You just like,
you just need to see it once. You see that it can be done once, and then niggas just
on the shoulders of giants, bro. Everything builds on itself. Yeah, man.
So that intrigues you, like that gets you into like a
it's everything to me. I live on Earth as a body. What are the limitations? How do you break the threshold and become formidable? How do you live longer? How do you stay younger for longer? I want to know how to maximize my human experience, because that's kind of where I live. You know, that's where I have most of my, attention right now. Probably because I'm getting older, but I was curious way before then. I wanted to like be the kid doing backflips and handstands.
Just all kinds of shit.
Yeah, I wanted that.
Parkour.
I saw my dad do a little kip up and a handstand, and he taught me how to do the moonwalk, and then I was all like, I was hyped from then on, you know.
The moonwalk is top 5 most craziest thing
that you'll see as a kid.
It's like, because everybody remembers like
the first time
it was a glitch. It was like what? Excuse me. That's what your brain did. Like
it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
and it's a trick of the mind / just like flexibility and timing and rhythm. It's beautiful to watch if you can get it right.
Yeah, because a lot of people can't.
It's hard.
To do it smooth, like bro did it. Like it was. I don't know. It was nothing like that.
Nah.
Even now, like when people like replicate that that right there, it's just like you can see like the muscles going into it sometimes, and it's just like, bro, this is not how I seen it the first time. I remember how I saw it the first time. This is not it.
Yeah, bro. Oh man.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
Is this it? Is this my time?
It might be man's time, but you know what?
I got asthma too. I have a compromised respiratory situation.
Life is about breathing, man.
Yeah.
You can stave off any virus or illness just through your breath alone. You can will your way out of asthma too.
Do I believe that? I think I can.
It's hard
because it goes away. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, like it was. I don't know if it was intentional at all, but like, yeah, I do find it strange that I don't know if it's a genetic thing or something, but like how something can be so like bodily mechanical, be like from your DNA. You understand? Like, you know, like how it's like okay, it's like one of those things is like, okay, what if our thumbs go like this, but like because my DNA is the way it is, my thumb can go like
back there.
You know, like it's such
that.
Like it, why
crazy.
It's such a strange predicament to be in.
DNA is hard information.
Yeah,
it's information that is manifested physically.
Yeah,
and it's written on you, and you can write on it.
Yeah.
Yes. Epigenetics. You can write your DNA. You can change. You can be allergic to something and then microdose on it and become not allergic.
Yeah, I think that's what they do now, right? I say they because I don't even know. You can't really.
It was in a documentary. I seen it. I was like, but I already knew that.
Yeah,
I already knew that. That makes perfect sense.
Because like you can get used to anything.
Yeah. Adaptability is one of the great human powers.
It really is. Even in the brain is such a. I'm amazed by the brain. I was just learning. Like you can go have your brain lopped off and still be you.
Ooh. Like it's our what part?
Yeah, it's very true. Because I think we use is it our right hemisphere most of the time. I don't know.
For what?
I don't know. I think most of our abilities come from one specific side of the brain.
Ooh. I feel like
that we know of. You know what I'm saying?
There are different parts of the brain, and it's been a while. There's like a diagram that shows you, but along the lines of the brain, I think closer towards the middle, there is where like physical aspects are, and like, you know, if you get a piece of your brain lopped off, you're gonna lose something in some capacity, but that's not to say that the brain cannot be rewired.
That's what I was about to say, is that it's so good at remapping.
Word.
Even in like a short amount of time. So like I was listening to something where even say you wore a patch on your eye for like a day, your other abilities become more sensitive because your brain is like, all right, we lost this one eye right here.
Right.
So like your other eye, they've seen like your other eye becomes a little stronger because it has to pick up. Your brain just starts remapping your senses because it thinks it lost something.
Right. Well, I think it's up to your spirit too. You have to have the will and intention to reprogram your brain, because alone, even if you have your whole brain, that shit can just go dead. You can just not use it enough and then become, mentally handicapped in a way. But yeah, man, the will and intention of your soul can program your brain to do just about anything. I'm convinced.
I am too. I think that's a huge part of it, that it's like the unsung hero is yourself in a way. It's like the decision on whether something's gonna happen or you wanna do something, or
somebody has to believe. You may not believe, but somebody has to put it in your head that it's possible in order for that route to open up, because you never know. Crazy shit happens. You could lose a part of your brain, bro, and really have to like learn how to walk again.
What was that, Victor? Who was that guy we was talking about? Phineas Gage. You heard of that?
Nah, who's that?
So it's just like, at the time he was like this rail construction guy. And so some freak accident happened where a nail just shot up into his eye through his skull, and the nail landed like a couple, I don't know how many feet away from him. Like you can see a piece of his brain.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was just a freak accident.
Fuck.
But like before that, he was like a pretty like vanilla dude. Like he was just like, everything was kosher, nice guy. And then he lived through that. But after that, his like brain remapped, and he just became this aggressive, like bravado guy. Like it just, you know what I'm saying? Like his brain, his personality just changed after that. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy.
To match the eye patch. I'm sorry. That was funny as fuck. I couldn't help myself, bro. I just seen it. It just sounded like some anime shit. It's just like nigga just lost his brain. You see that nigga after and he hot. He just like.
He saw the eye patch and this is like, I got this angle.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I can be a totally different nigga.
How else you gonna run it?
Come on, like how else you gonna run the eye patch? How you gonna run the eye patch situation? It's probably dusty as an eye patch.
Oh, you got a hole in your head.
Yeah, too. Like come on, you gonna get all the
see right through it. You know what I mean? Like
you gotta come with some bravado now. Like come on.
Yeah, bro, I survived this shit. Yeah. You know, but I feel you though, like that, and that's just like. People will argue that it's trauma, like head trauma and like emotional traumas that, because your emotions are tied in with your brain as well, and like how you experience things. Like I've had my brain rewired like a factory reset, and like it just completely changed. Yeah, definitely. I almost get them. I almost get them now. Like the more you do it, the better.
What do you take psychedelics for that, or what do you do?
Yeah, the first major reset I happened to have was via psychedelics, and when it pressed that button, it just unraveled all all of my and I would say traumas, but basically like my emotional baggage and all the shit that was clogged up just came to the surface, and I was just sloppy for a good hour. And really not
sloppy as in how, like
sloppy as in not able to control my emotions.
Yeah, you was a mess. Water came out your eye. You was like, "What is going on?"
Whole mess. I was a whole mess. I was happy, mad, sad.
Yeah, you just had to deal with a lot at the same time.
I was losing my fucking mind. I mean, to me, the way I experienced it, like on the replay,
yeah,
Jesus Christ,
yeah.
I don't even know what was real. That's how crazy it was.
Was it like more memories and stuff? Like they just all came.
I just saw life like
flash. Oof. Yeah,
bro, and it happened in stages.
Yeah,
but the first thing that happened was that reality got crazy. So I was experiencing things twice as fast as normal.
Wow.
And I couldn't keep up, but my emotions were keeping up.
So you just one second you're this, the next second you're that.
Bro, bang, bang, bang. Like I could not, I was bouncing off of my emotional state without the
What was the time span for all this?
That's a very good question. But it was one of those times where you realize time don't really exist.
Yeah.
And like,
was it like a DMT type situation?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I feel like, I mean, that's where it ended, I think. It started off with some just, airing out of emotional baggage shit and like just freaking out, and then like just not even having the energy to move anymore, and then winding up in a bed, like just sort of just like eyelids flipping and like spirit leaving my body, seeing colors and fractals and little visions, low key, like just like wild shit. And like that was probably the DMT-ish part. I've never done DMT though.
Yeah, me neither. I just hear about it.
I mean,
it just sounds like otherworldly, like you just
the lower lights, the spaces between worlds.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
The purple and the blacks.
Word.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's really beautiful shit that you just can't even put into words.
Yeah.
That's how people describe DMT.
Yeah, like it just fails. You try to describe it, and it's like I don't know. Yeah, you had to be there.
yeah. Too much information.
Yeah.
Unadulterated sensory information.
Yeah. So how did you recover from that? That's a lot.
Yeah. I thought I died, man. I thought I died in a cabin in the woods.
Did you? So you lived a life like
I thought happened, man. Like when you leave your body, the first thing you think is you dead.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you feel. It's like, oh no, like I am disembodied, like I am floating in and out of I don't even know if I'm able to inhabit this thing anymore. And you just kind of like relinquish your energy to just like all that's around you.
Yeah.
But what was the question?
That's a good question right there. How do we get here?
I don't know. That's what I felt.
Well, I forgot, but I was thinking like, how did you get to? Oh, it was a reset. It was a reset stuff.
More.
Why did you have to reset?
Bro,
if you want to.
That was an accident.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know what the fuck to expect when I did it the first time. It wasn't something that I had planned for.
Yeah.
And that's, I don't think it's anything that a person can really plan for.
Yeah. You think it's almost better that way?
I don't know. Hindsight 2020, that shit was incredibly scary, and something could have went really wrong.
Yeah, you could have been having broken brain.
I could have, bro. Some people never come back.
Yeah,
or
you can have a full on.
There was a sober part of my mind that still existed though during the whole process.
You were in touch with that. What was the psychedelic?
It was LSD.
Okay.
I broke my rule and did a synthetic.
A synthetic joint, a synthetic psychedelic.
Yeah, I did something that was created in a lab, and it took me somewhere where I was not prepared to go. I didn't go up there thinking that's what I was gonna do, but I did it, and I did more of it than one might recommend. So it was all bad. I suppose. Well, all bad in those moments. Afterwards, after the 12 hours was up, I was straight.
12 hours is a long time,
bro. You can't sleep. You can't. I was like, that whole time I was in the bed, like my mind was conscious, but I'm sure I was dreaming. I'm sure I was like, but I was there. I was like,
were you by yourself?
No, I was with a group of folks.
Okay.
People who were also really like wild. And shit. But like they seemed to know what the fuck they was doing.
Yeah, they knew what they're going into.
Yeah.
They signed up for this.
Everybody was having emotional trips.
Yeah.
We were experiencing like psychic moments and connections.
Where did you go to like calm yourself down though? Like, do you remember what you pulled towards? I imagine you calmed down at some point and was able to.
Bro, it was literally like did LSD, filled up there for a cool minute, smoking weed, and then like we was just like making music, and it just went up and up, and I just was getting energy. Like I had took coffee and I was dancing, and like my body was heating up, and I was just like, I was elated. I was having so much fun. I was cheesing ear to ear, reading the homie's brain. We were like kind of syncing on some weird shit.
Oh, okay.
I was having a great time.
You guys were talking, or you guys were just
like it got to a point where we didn't have to talk.
That's crazy.
We just hearing like
that's so cool.
Hearing this tone between us, just like hearing it. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, do you hear that? Like, it's weird, cool shit, and it just like climaxed into like me walking up a set of stairs, like I was gonna go up for whatever reason, and like my body just stopped moving. And I was moving. I couldn't move. I was stuck
on the staircase.
On the staircase, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" And then it's like I could hear it, like. And I saw that toe fall, and I hit the floor. And I went through that motherfucker.
Through the floor?
My spirit went through the floor, bro. I was not in my body anymore.
Yeah.
It was very, very different. That was how that went.
Yeah.
It was like not.
And did you see yourself or what?
Nah, I felt my body connect to the floor, and like I was a part of the floor. You know what I mean? Like it was like some other shit. Cannot describe it beyond that.
And then, so like, what happened from there? Like, how did you come up from the floor? Like,
well, there's a story that I know, which is what I experienced, and then there's a story that the homies told me.
What?
They said like I was on the floor for a cool minute, but I experienced it like, whoop, like it was fast, like it was really fast in my mind.
Really?
They said I was on the floor for a cool minute. They was about to call like 911.
No way.
And like the homie came down and like check on me, look at me and shit. I opened my eyes. He said
your eyes were closed?
Well, I don't know. But he told me I grabbed him and I pulled myself up. Yeah. He said, I was looking at you. but it wasn't you.
Yeah,
like you wasn't there.
You weren't home.
And yeah, bro. He was it. I was just wilding out, laughing and crying and yelling and like Trip just on one like. And they had to just toss me in the bedroom and like close the door and shit.
That's wild, yo.
But like bro, like the way I experienced it, bro, I saw every nigga I ever knew in my whole life was lined up against the wall.
Damn, it was the lights were off?
They were like passing the cigarette to each other, taking turns saying, "You lost the game." And
no way.
Everybody like aligned the walls of the cabin that we were in. That's what I was seeing. Like I was seeing some other world. I wasn't even present.
What does that mean? Like you lost the game.
The feeling of just like you. I don't know. It's just like you blew it. Like it's over.
Yeah.
Like
have you ever had that feeling like in your waking life? Like well, you didn't. Did you play organized sports or no?
For a spell, yeah. I played basketball. So.
Did you ever lose a game for somebody?
Lose the game? I probably lost plenty of times.
Or like cost the team or whatever?
Oh, nah, I never on no like game winning shot type shit.
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
But you know the feeling, I guess. Probably like that feeling of like.
You ever play that game?
What game?
The game where they say, I just lost the game. It's like the game.
What game is it?
The game is not to think about the game.
What game is that?
It's a game that niggas was playing when I was in school. They'd be like, somebody would just randomly, like just before I knew about it, somebody in the room would go, fuck. And they go, what? I just lost the game. And everybody goes, ah, shit, I just lost the game. And I was like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? And then they'd be like,
you lost the game.
The game is that, you know, you're not supposed to think about the game.
Yeah.
So like, that's the game.
Oh, that's the game. You're not supposed to ask that question. I'm like,
so if you think about the game, then you lost the game. That's the game.
You like if you were like, what game are y'all? What?
You just not supposed to talk about it. It's like it's more sacred than Fight Club. It's just like if you talk about it, if you think about it, you've already lost, and you have to admit defeat. Fuck. That's why people would just be like, fuck. And you'd be like, what? I just lost the game. And then they, fuck, now I lost the game.
Damn. It's almost like acknowledging your consciousness.
Exactly. It's existential as fuck.
Yeah.
And I'm almost certain that it got to me. Like in that moment, like it was the worst case scenario. Like I lost the game. Like I lost consciousness.
You just were going, you really felt it.
I was like, oh shit.
Because in your waking life, you can be like, you can lose the game and be like, all right, well.
Right. But this was like the feeling
of it. You really had to sit there.
What happens in your subconscious when you lose the game? Like it's just like, it's a game over for your whole life.
Like it's not fun. It's no longer a game anymore.
That's the feeling that I got, when it happened.
Man. Ah, man.
Sorry.
No, I'm just thinking, I feel like I just lost the game, bro.
My state of nature is actually, might be considered doom and gloom for most.
I'll pick that up.
Really? How?
From how this conversation started.
How? What'd I do?
You didn't do anything. You just it's not. I don't think doom and gloom is terrible.
Word.
It depends, like how you're built. You know.
Right.
Doom and gloom can be reality. You know. It's a sobering. Like I feel like in a way I function off of doom and gloom, and it helps me to like prepare.
Word. Exactly. Yeah, I see that.
But I think you're really comfortable. Like even in like when I was listening to your album. Was I supposed to say that? Was I supposed to say that?
You can say that.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. I sent him my album.
Yeah.
He got to hear it.
Should I talk about it?
You can talk about it. That's fine.
It sounds like it just sounds like you're comfortable in the doom and gloom, the darkness. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the album is really dark.
Yeah. It sounds like dystopian.
Ooh, yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, it does a little bit. It definitely highlights feelings coming out of like that trip and others.
The trip that you just
the one I just regaled. The details of it was instrumental in me like getting my footing and like.
Yeah, so it was that serving. That's how. Well, we talking about processing. Is that how you were processing those? That's the sound of you processing those experiences.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
that's correct. That is. It was a sonic recount of how I felt. Familiar and new,
yeah,
dark and beautiful,
yeah,
strange and necessary. I don't know, some things that feel like very opposing, but like that exist together.
It's just duality.
Yeah, there's a lot of the dualistic natures pulling at that record.
You it reminds me, like it just reminds me of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, right.
You feel me? I was listening. I was like, oh, if I could describe you as to anybody, I'd just be like, yeah, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Wow,
just think about it. Think about
that's
it.
hard.
Yeah.
I like that. That's cool. I've never thought of it like that, but I like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah,
it's like took the potion and just lose your shit.
You can hear it in real time, even in your songs, even past and present.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's morphing. And
yeah,
shit.
exactly.
It's like changing.
It's like, remember that one movie with what's that one Sean Connery guy? And it was like all those like novel people in the movie.
Oh,
the
word.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah, bang.
And then he was like trying to like trying to convert real quick and stuff, and it just was like in this or even the whole cat. I feel like the whole cat has those moments too.
Word.
You know, where it's like you just see him trying to
the subconscious part of you that's all the anger and the strength and the just those natures that are on the bottom coming up to surface.
Yep.
Yeah.
It gets shaken up.
Word. Yeah. It can be like that.
Yeah. Is that the best? Do you feel like that's the way that comes up most often to face those emotions or feelings, you know, like those experiences in the past? Is music the best tool for you?
For sure, bro. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I actually do have like I keep a lid on it most of the time.
Yeah.
So sometimes it might like bubble up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's best if I'm in front of a microphone at that time.
Right.
Not in front of a person. I get frustrated with the way things are and like my inability to actually affect like great outward change.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I go for internal change. I go for like artistic, catalytic change. Like if I could take this moment where I've got this person's attention and freak them out and give them some information, kind of like in the same way LSD did for me,
right,
then maybe I could save them the time, you know, figuring it out or something.
That was also what I was what I was thinking too, is because very dark album, you know what I mean? Like there's, but it's like a, you gotta rubberneck it, you know what I mean? Like you have to like, it puts you in a world that you have to like put yourself in, like you have to be in it. But also, there's also like a little light. there's like a, yeah, exactly. Like you're saying something that can help you, help. I don't know if you're talking to yourself, or if it's intended for the listener. You know what I mean? But like, there is something there that inspires. You know,
it's kind of I definitely like the process of making it was me doing it for myself. Maybe like, you know,
it's the best way to do it. I mean, in my opinion, there is no best, you know,
right,
in actuality, but that's familiar to me, you know.
Where I definitely was like doing it for myself, and which is probably why I was able to hold it for so long. Because I worked on it for, I think the first song I made on it, I started like 6 years ago or something.
Damn.
Like this project has been just in my back pocket being tinkered with over the last 6 or so years. Wow. And like, I was really able to hammer in like my emotions from those experiences, and knowing that at one point somebody was going to listen to it, and so like what was going to like maybe grab their ear and like be able to relate to that situation. What does it sound like to be jerked around in reality, and like time is relative, speeding up, slowing down, and torrential storms in the mind, like these like wild feelings of just like this beyond description, can somehow become a little more possible with sound design.
It does. You really sound like you're in it.
What?
You really sound like you're in a world.
I was hoping the way I worked on it was like how someone would edit a film or something. You know?
Yeah. That's what kudos, bro. Like that shit popped off.
Yeah.
It really got in there.
I'm glad it had its little effect. You know?
But you're good now? Like did the project serve you into finding resolution into some of those experiences?
Yeah, well, I guess the overall like takeaway from the record is that like you kind of have to go through dark shit to like understand where the light is. You know what I mean? It's like addressing things in your subconscious, addressing like your fears and all of that stuff. See what comes up. Know yourself. You know, if you pretend and call yourself out, let the ancestors or your spirit like check your ego. You know, like submit to the higher force that is governing the life around you, because you're not the center of it. You're a piece, and kind of just like allow yourself to like wake up and like become a part of the grand conversation. It's kind of me like ego tripping and like flipping and kind of being humble over and over again. It just keeps getting it's like everything that I ever was like insecure about musically, I threw into this record.
Yeah.
I was like, weird shit, anime shit, like trap. Like I never like wanted to do trap. I was just like, just go ahead and like get those tweets off. And then emerge from the other side, like, glad that you just went ahead and did whatever it was that you was like in the back of your mind wanting to try and do. Even just producing my whole own record. Like, I wanted to do that.
It was all you the whole time?
Yeah, I got some homies to like play on it some.
Yeah.
Got my chick to play harp on it.
Yeah.
I just arranged the whole shit, you know, front to back. Wow.
As dark as it is, it does sound beautiful.
Oh, yo, bless, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm really trying to point at. It's just like, it's the darkness.
There's beauty in the dark.
Bro, for real. This, like, some of the most beautiful things come from struggle.
Absolutely.
That's just it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I was just talking to someone the other day about that because I mean it's not necessary, but somehow we're just drawn to struggle. We're just innately just like, let me get some of that. We're looking for it. I think even times like this, it's a reflection of that. Like we need something to like kind of, like we were saying before, that to cause that fear, like to get our blood flowing in a way. Like I feel like at a point in time, evolutionarily, like we were going out hunting for food, you know, expending energy because we were in real danger.
Survival mode.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't think, especially being a first world country that we happen to live in, like we don't have so we bring them on ourselves. We don't have those dangers, we don't have those fears, so we bring them on ourselves.
Right. You just have like misplaced anxieties.
Exactly.
You're just like, well, what am I supposed to do with all this extra energy from me just sitting down?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's variable between different people, I'm sure, because like life is just stressful, you know, day to day, like in this capitalist game where you gotta just get it to go.
Yeah.
And I'd be hard pressed to like compare it to like living in the jungle, but yeah, we can get addicted to that feeling, like needing that darkness in order to define the light, because just having it easy, you see with like cats who got it, motherfuckers will just start doing drugs, like, you know, just be depressed and just like, how could you, nigga? Like,
you got all the
you got the phones,
you got
the money to your ear, and like, what you mean?
You got everything you wanted, and you still going through it. Not even no shame on them, but it's like sometimes, I mean, it could be shame on them actually, but like there needs to be accountability within self to avoid that, I feel.
Word. Absolutely. You gotta like, I don't know, you gotta put some struggle in there somewhere to like make sense of like your good fortune. Yeah, I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
if I got it, best believe I'd be sitting. I'd be good. You know what I mean? I did my fair share of like dabbling in darkness. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I would know exactly what to do with that success once I got it. You know what I'm saying? But like for people who get it early, maybe too early, it's just like misplaced anxiety. Like I didn't have to work hard to get this, or I don't know what they feeling.
Nah, like timing is. Yeah, you get any amount of success before you ready for it, and it's a long time. It'll be a long day for you. You know what I mean? Like it's not healthy.
Maybe there's some niggas who got it quick who was smart. You know,
but then it goes back to like their mind was ready for that. You know what I mean? Like it's
right.
You know, like I think it's a mental state of being. Like I think that at the end of the day, like there is inspiration and struggle for sure, but I think there's also inspiration and gratitude, and both of those can like exist.
Gratitude.
You know what I mean?
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Gratitude is literally the key, my nigga. That is like at the end of that tunnel. Yeah. What I found was gratitude. I was like, you know, like all this hard time, all this arduous mental like mulling over shit. Yeah. And the wave that comes after just the like that point where your ego is dead, where you think you did, where you just like I don't know. The reset at the other end is tears of gratitude. It's just like I'm alive,
bro. There's
despite all of this shit, I'm still here.
We sleep on gratitude,
bro. Niggas sleep on gratitude hard. Niggas don't realize it's the key, bro. It's the key.
No lie, I'll be waking up and just in a wreck, and not even like tears, like just angry. Just not
bothered.
Just not approachable. You know what I mean? Like not just. But like if I spend say 15 minutes of just straight gratitude for me, like I give gratitude to my creator.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? It's a complete head change, bro. It's not. There's something about like praise and gratitude that's just like it's like coffee for the soul. You know what I mean? Like it wakes you. You feel human again, and you feel like humbled. You know, like
man. Gratitude is the key. It's the key to anything you need. The solace. It's the key to the success. Is literally the key. Like, I don't know. Just think of it, any issue that you having, you know what I mean? Anything at the base of fear, fear of not making rent, fear of, not getting rich, or, fear of not procreating, fear of anything, like, around the corner from that is a sense of gratitude at being alive that will just dispel any of your like negative reactions to those fears. Yeah, it's just like, bro, like,
and that's a huge thing, because like I feel like that's what is. As much as there's a lot of doom and gloom going on, a lot of fear, there's a lot to be. I think it just makes us more sensitive to like the things we have to make us grateful. You know, like there's there's just so much. Like it knocks us back to like gratitude. I never realized this till now, but like gratitude and humility are just like cousins.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, definitely, for sure. That prostration, once your face hit the floor type shit. Like when I hit the floor, there's not this feeling of. I mean, the first is just like you might get forced to that position of submission.
Yeah,
life might beat your ass.
Yeah.
But LSD might floor your ass, and then you
can fuck up the game.
Yo, you lose the game, and then you on the floor, right?
Yeah,
paying obeisance, but like you on the floor.
Yeah,
and then cliche as they say, nowhere left to go but up. The directions become so clear. The path is lit. It's just like, nigga.
Yeah,
it's just like that's why when I look at people, I'm the pep talk nigga.
Yeah.
Once I see a nigga hit the floor, I'm laughing.
The bottom.
Boom, nigga.
Yeah.
Boom, the ocean floor. There it is, nigga.
Yeah.
You hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
What now?
Come on.
I'm quick on the bounce back.
Really?
I'm like, nigga, I'll go from the bottom up.
Yeah.
In a day. Boop, doop, 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 doop. A few times.
Yeah.
Get used to it.
Yeah.
Because it's
familiar to you.
It's familiar. Yeah, get familiar with the lows, man. Like that's a part of the beauty of life. And I'm grateful enough to even know myself enough to just like allow myself to just hit the floor, knowing that like I'm gonna be able to get back up again.
Yeah.
I'm like, isn't that a beautiful thing, nigga? Like, you not stuck for real.
No. Yeah.
That's of your own mind. You've been forced into submission due to like resistance or, just not keeping your shit together.
To stay down is a choice at that point.
Bang.
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah. Just like we was talking, I think that's what talking about, like choosing to rewire. Like there's a choice that's made mentally.
Yeah, you accepting defeat.
Yeah.
Or you gonna create the next moment? Because time as I understand it is just like a tool. Like I measure it. That's why I look in my mind at the replay.
It's a measuring that's exactly what it is.
Time is a measuring tool.
It's a measuring tool. It's a ruler.
Did you understand that?
Yeah, that's great, man.
Time is nothing but a tool to me.
Yeah.
I have a myriad of ways of looking at the tool by the year, by the month, by the minute, and I can design my time, or I can look back and trace back like the evening of last Tuesday. Was I maximizing my time? When I do the replay? Nigga, you was fucking around. You was beating your shit. like
my man Martin.
Like Martin.
Martin was really good. I love that camera angle too.
He's a fool, dog. He's a fool. Who shot that shit?
That shit was crazy.
I was like, wait a minute, this looks crazy. I didn't remember that.
Yeah. That was crazy. But yeah, it's a measuring device. You know what I'm saying? Like you can like it tells you like, okay, at this you can measure like what you need to do to prepare to get to somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, I never looked at it like that.
Nigga, that is literally all it is.
Yeah,
the construct. These niggas, it was like somebody made the foot or the inch.
Yeah,
that's like the second.
Exactly. Like, I never thought about it like how we make it. It's always been like a concept, but I've never thought of it as a tangible thing.
Time as a concept has more to do with like people being up to here in reality. Like I feel like the concept of time, like, not being able to escape it, this like unraveling of like foreverness, like that shit is that's just kind of bleak.
Yeah, like the overarching.
It feels impossible to conquer or utilize.
Right. It's just it's almost like what you were searching for.
Right. Like grasping for like a concept.
Like it's like trying to palm sand.
Word. Exactly.
You know?
You're supposed to count the sand.
Yeah.
How many tweets can I get off before the fucking sand is out of my fingers?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. That's really how niggas should be looking at it.
Yeah.
It's a proactive lifestyle when you look at time like a tool.
Yeah.
First time somebody introduced me to that, they was like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I was like, I never thought of it. You know what I mean? She's like, well, how the fuck are you going to succeed if you can't see yourself in 5 years? Right. That's basic.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Some people play long game.
Yeah.
You know? 10-year investments and 15-year investments.
Yeah.
No return on investment for 15 years.
That's a long game right
That's a long game.
And you could be wrong.
Yeah. But, look at the replay.
Look at the replay, bro.
Think about the future replay. Was you maximizing that time? Was you maximizing on your investment?
That's the thing, bro. That's what I've been thinking about lately. It's just like everything gotta count, man. Everything gotta count. You go crazy. Sometimes it's crazy. You can go crazy doing it, but like, or you can lose a lot of people along the way. But like, you gotta consider like what is actually happening and what is supposed to be happening, and compare those side by side.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, man. That's definitely what's going on. 2020, like trying not to like look back like I shoulda, coulda. None of that shit. It's all like maximizing.
Yeah.
Your time. I swear, man. Like if I go to another homie's house and we just playing video games and we just on YouTube, like I'ma just walk out.
Yeah. You gotta chop it up or something. Like,
it's been cool. 15, 20 minutes of that and I'm ready to get back to work.
Yeah. Cause
like it's the dump year. I don't know if you heard.
Yeah.
Nigga, we may not make it.
We may not. 2020? Yo. 2020 is on some shit, bro. I've never seen no shit like this, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like in a way, it's, you can acknowledge your fear, but then it's motivating to, like, we have breath, so it's like something still needs to be done. There's work to be. Something is saying work is still to be done.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm just stopping short of like throwing psilocybin into the water treatment or something. Niggas need to.
Everybody needs it.
Everybody needs it. Everybody needs just a slight shift in consciousness to feel the weight of reality,
bro. Because
not everybody is feeling the same shit. Not everybody is like.
I was just thinking, I think this is a huge reflection on our mental state as a nation, as a world. Like you can just see everyone's temperament on this shit. You know what I mean? Like virus or no virus, it's crazy that like the virus, the thing, is only one part of 2020, and we only in March. You know what I mean? Like there's so much to how we got here. It just feels like something is happening. Like the other day I saw something about like missiles, you know. I'm just like, fuck, do we get a break?
No, nigga.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We are in, beyond all of that shit, we are in just the most alerting times. Like we're in the age of alertism.
Yeah.
Like shit is just like, you can know case by case who getting it, who dying when.
Same, man.
you got access to the information, and like people constantly updating you on it makes you feel as if you just makes you feel. And that's what, I tap out of the internet. Like, you'll see me gone for a cool minute if it just get too much. Yeah. And then when I'm there, I try to contribute space. I try to like build space into my platform. It's like, you're not gonna hear nothing from me, and when you do, it'll be very sparse because I know everything is so stimulating. Why would you want me to add to that?
Yeah, I was about to like, I was thinking about it today. I was like, really, how I'm doing. Like, if someone asks me like how I'm doing, it really depends on how long I've been away from my phone.
Yeah, I see it.
You feel me? Like, if I'm away from my phone consciously, like by choice, I'm great. Like I'm more in the moment. Like I'm taking it in.
Word, yeah.
As opposed to like taking other people's shit in when you're on your phone. Like we are not supposed to be this privy.
Right. Yo, not supposed to be this accessible. And for that reason, I built into my life a certain amount of negligence. I have some negligence with my phone, and like people know me as the type of person that may not pick up. People don't even bother most of the time because I'm really trying to maximize my time by being in a natural state. I'm already a fish out of water here. Yeah. Being born in LA, but in my heart, I think I'm supposed to be out in some jungle somewhere. So I try to like balance it out by
You're doing your best and trying to like be a functioning member of society.
My functioning member of society role begins and ends at maximizing my dollar, because that determines how free I can be. How, so like...
That's an honest statement. That's an honest statement.
I try to be on my emails. I try to be on like the mixed game. I try to like be on my customer service, but not accessible for typical small talk. More so like build. Like I like to build. That's my favorite state of being. So the internet isn't really a place for me to build unless it's like connected with people, which is kind of how it's been lately. Yeah, I've been definitely like reaching out to creatives for creative purposes, but not like newsworthy shit. Like I might see it, but that's not my concern.
I struggle with that, honestly. It's a weird phase on like, because a lot of relationships, I'm starting to see a lot of more relationships begin on the internet for me.
Word, definitely.
Than in real life. Yeah. Like, and it's a shift in my life where I'm still not completely accustomed to, but then it's also like a decision that I gotta make on if I want to adhere to that, or if I want to keep things business, and not even business as usual, but like keep things the way they've been going with like initial physical contact, you know what I mean? And then I don't know, I'm just trying to figure it out, honestly. I haven't came to a conclusion yet.
Self-rule, just being able to like make rules about how you function in it. Like, I know that if it happens to be overwhelming me, I'll just tap out. Like I have no hesitation. I feel no regret like cutting out for a cool minute. I'll do it from my own, like that first. But like I don't like I don't feel like I come under that threat anymore either. I think I built up enough resilience in regards to information that I see as it passes. It's just like I can cut out just like normally.
Just like that.
Yeah. At first I think what I did before was like I got rid of social media altogether. Like I was like, I'm just not gonna be on this. You know, I think this is the longest I've ever had Instagram, you know, like a few years or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, like I didn't have it for many years while people were on it. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
I'll let that.
That can also be, I feel like that can also be detrimental too.
It messed with my bag.
You mess your
my bag, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
I needed to like be out there for people to see like my portfolio and the work that I do in order for them to
honestly,
like.
that's how I got privy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I was like, oh, I didn't even know you mix. You know, like I didn't know you was in that kind of that realm like that.
That's what I mean. Like, and like what does it mean to do it other than to do it? You know, how are people gonna know if you don't show it? You know? I don't think anybody recognizes you until you make them, or like you know, like you have to. You have to. And this is another thing that I'm trying to like figure out too. Is like you have to either be like out of this world, just like just crazy with whatever you're doing that it forces people's eye. Right, inherent gravity.
Yeah. Or you have to be like, yo, look over here. Use your voice in a way.
Word, which is just another form. I mean, I dabbled in both.
Yeah.
I for sure was just like, I want my shit to be so undeniable that like, it just creates this gravity to where people come to me and I don't have to like do that extra shit.
Right. And I think you I've been knowing about your music in that way. You know what I mean? Like I knew about your music more than I knew about you as a person. You know what I'm saying?
Like, oh wow, that's crazy.
Like it was just like, oh, that's what that was.
Word. Yeah, just trying to like make something undeniable. And I think early on there was some other shit going on. Like I wanted to prove a point that like you could put all this work into it and it not mean nothing. You know, which is probably just like strength training for me. Like, you know, keeping myself humble or whatever.
Yeah, I see it the same way.
Also, maybe even not giving myself that handicap. Like, you know,
it's
only being able to connect on the internet type shit when there's this state of nature where people can like communicate, you know, in person. And, you know,
I feel like it's ego management in a way. It's like,
word.
When I do that, at least, you know, like it's, it just keeps me in check. Checks and balances, you know.
Yeah, the life as it can be presented could be very curated, or you know, it's just a fraction of you. You know what I mean? So like, I think not being as invested with that image probably like gives your ego a good check. You know?
Yeah.
People be on the filters. People be really like concerned with that.
The curation is heavy. You know what I mean? That's all it is when you go on there. If you are managing your social presence, you're curating your
my shit is heavily curated right now. Like I don't know how to be myself on the internet. So
it's weird. You can be whoever you want to be.
Right.
You can be like the cool version in your head, but like
word. I'm literally what I do. That's it. So like all that's there is the music I make and the videos that I record.
Yeah.
That's it. And the shit that I mix and master. That's it. Like I can't like
But that's not all you though.
No, hell nah.
You know?
I'm many faces. I'm 100 different. I might be that nigga to be on the gram for a spell too. Like whatever. Yeah. You know, if I'm feeling that way, that's what I'm gonna be for that moment. But like also the healthy balance of knowing like that also ain't it, and like can become something compulsive, and you know it can start taking priority wherein like art is a priority, like the creation process working, that's our priority.
You were just talking about that, like it's if I was to have an addictive personality, it's to that, you know what I mean? It's I love creating new things.
There we go.
You know what I mean? Do you have an addictive personality?
I have an obsessive personality.
Oh, you're an obsessive. What's the difference, you think?
Addictive, you can't help it. Obsessive is conscious, I believe. I think my obsessions will have me up for a 48-hour cycle in order to do something that I'm determined to do. Addiction will have me dragging helplessly behind a habit that I cannot control. Yeah. And I probably need help.
It gets in the way of your daily habits. Addiction does.
Yeah.
And obsession.
Or growth.
Yeah. And so like obsession it can be progressive.
Yeah, but you could burn out.
Yeah.
I would burn out routinely because I didn't know any other way. I was just like trying to be Mad Lib or something. I don't know. Yeah. Just loving being in process and like being on the brink of discovery or
yeah, I don't know. I just love that shit, bro. Like I'm just very. I guess the right word is not addictive, but it is obsessive. Then.
Obsessive.
Yeah, I'm here for the.
But you could be addicted to the feeling.
Yeah.
And for that reason, you may never stop.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I feel like, say everybody says my shit is trash, I should never put out anything again. I'm gonna still be making shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to. It's we were talking about DNA. Like I discovered music. Like creating music is in my DNA. There's no way around it.
Word up.
You know what I mean?
Born in you.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it's like it was something that I wasn't. I always leaned towards, but didn't discover until like later. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and that's just from the forces that be. Honestly, it's just my environment. But like, it's just crazy how you kind of just always kind of sway back to what's your DNA. It's
the tendency. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
it informs you of who you are. Remember who you are.
Yeah,
that's tight.
Yeah, it's some Mufasa shit.
You said you, yeah. It came in you, came with you. You said you got started late.
Yeah. Like I remember, like I've always been really like music was always. I was always curious about music. Like it's just from the jump. You know,
of
like
course.
it's just what does this do? What does this do? I was obsessed with like collecting CDs I even like.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You know, it was just
definitely had that stage.
Yeah, it was just like I just want music to hold. Like this is crazy. Like I can hold it. There was a point in time I was trying to get in like the music after school programs. I was acting up, got kicked out. I mean, my parents took me out. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like this. There's just several places in my life where I just saw like, oh, I was trying to get there, you know. But then like outside things just until there's a point in everyone's life, even to choosing what kind of music you're gonna listen to, you take responsibility of it. So like there's just a point in life where I was just like, if I gotta take responsibility of my own life at some point, you know what I'm saying, and not let other things in my environment affect what I'm being pulled towards. You know what I mean?
And by that you mean you was just like exploring?
Yeah, like there was a point in time when I was just like, no, I'm gonna make this shit. Cause there was also a point in time where music was so sacred to me, I was like, I can't even imagine myself partaking in it.
Wow.
You know, like it was just like, I'm just here to like observe it and just listen and be affected by it.
I feel you. That's kind of how I am with like video games, maybe.
Yeah. How so? Like making video games or like?
Oh, I'm just a backseat gamer.
Yeah.
I like respect it. I'll be like, oh, that's tight. People, you want to play?
Oh, like when people were playing, like you.
I might have some suggestions, but like, you know what? Like, I'm good on that. Like, it's too much stimulation for me, or like,
yeah, you get sucked in or what?
My brain is kind of just like, well, it's a game, so I'm either gonna win or I'm gonna lose, and then. My mind do the money math. Honestly, I be like, so if I did this shit on live, I could probably make some money with it.
Yeah,
like it's horrible. I think the only video game I play is Skate 3.
What is that?
Skate 3?
Yeah,
the best skateboarding game of all time.
Of all time? Is it like a recent game? Like what console is it?
It's just. I mean, I played on the PS3, but
back in the PS3 days,
niggas will play. I mean, they got a rehashed version on like Xbox One or something like that. But like, it's just one of the best skate games ever. Like, it's the simulation of skateboarding is so strong in it that when I play it,
you feel like you there.
It makes me just want to go skate. To be honest with you, and like
that's the best shit right there.
Yeah, it's a simulation type game of real life, and like
there's some to be separate things that make you want to do things.
Yeah, it's literally the only game I can play. Beyond that,
so you skate then?
Yeah, for sure. When I took a long break, but I came back to it just recently, and I'm like, I didn't lose much. I'm solid still. I lost a lot of stamina.
Or you get tired easily?
Yeah, I was getting tired.
Getting winded.
I was like, damn. Like I only been here an hour. I'm tired. You know.
You sweating through your shirt.
I just sweat, bro. I sweat in general, but yeah, I'm not as in shape as I was before.
Tell me about it.
It was cool. I dig it. I love skateboarding. I like physical activity shit, but you know.
You gotta get outside every once in a while.
Yeah.
Outside is important.
Outside is great.
Yeah, it's very important.
That's my jam. I love going outside.
What do you like the most about outside? If you can pinpoint something.
We're always outside. Walls are an illusion of shelter. The real state of nature is outside in space.
So we outside right now.
There's more outside than inside. Yeah. If you don't know that, and you just like adapt into the comforts, you may not survive this apocalypse, my nigga.
I was thinking about it, like, is there a point? This whole thing brings back the thoughts I had about Bird Box. Did you ever see Bird Box?
Nah, what's that?
The Sandra Bullock joint movie with the eyes, with the cloth around her eyes.
Oh, word. I never watched it. It was some Netflix joint, wasn't it?
Should I ruin it for you?
You can ruin it for me. That's fine.
Good, because I heard scientists said it doesn't matter if things are small, you still get the same effect.
If things are small?
It were spoiled for you.
Oh, yeah.
You still get the same. So basically it's just like some some end of the world as we know it type movie, you know, like one of the almost like some like I Am Legend, Contagion, Last Person on Earth type
Classic.
Yeah, and so what happens, but she's with 2 kids.
Oh.
They can't, if they open their eyes, they get like, some demon comes in them and just fucks up and they die, pretty much.
Wow.
Or some just dark force. And I don't know.
Wow.
And so I was like, but they were just doing the most to survive. Like, they was like the only niggas like around. And I was like, damn, like at some point I wouldn't want to, why would I want to live? Like, why am I trying to live?
Yo, you ever been in a situation where you about to die? For real? Have you? Have your life ever been in danger before?
Yeah.
But like, where like
it was like they do or die right there.
Like the difference in a wrong move or a second of like remaining in that situation too long could end your life. Have you ever experienced that shit?
I will say yes.
Wow, that's rare. I feel like most people like believe it, like, you know, like, man, if I was faced with that same shit, I wouldn't be like that.
What do you mean?
Or like, why would you want to live still if you in that moment? Like, we would just give up your life.
You talking about like a fighting, why fight to live stuff?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, because in those moments, because I've experienced almost dying before, there's this point of last-ditched effort.
Yeah.
And you don't even know where that energy comes from. And it becomes the reason your life is saved. And you ask yourself, why fight? Nigga, because of that 1 second.
But this is like a long period of time.
It's a movie. A movie's all about stretching them seconds, bro.
Yeah.
It's just like,
but that's what I'm saying. It's just like, okay, virus kicks all our asses, right?
Yeah.
We the 2 only niggas here, bro. What are you doing? What are you about to do, man?
I'm gonna do what Will Smith did and like find a cure, nigga. Like, I have to turn you back.
I was thinking about it, I was like, I might just be making some shit, bro. I just might make some shit until I run out of food.
Okay.
You know
when you say make some shit, you mean like
mute, like just make music, just to
oh wow, that's beautiful.
I just might just
that's bro.
I just might make.
I'm a whole fool. I be thinking in my head like what can I do? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I would spend most of my time thinking about like if there was a way that I could find others. Okay,
but then you do find a way. What next? You know what I'm saying? Like you find a way to live an extra 50 years.
Bro, you ever watch backseat game, watch Last of Us or anything, like when these niggas is just in the worst possible situations and like why do they survive? Why are they traveling across state lines during the daytime with zombies all around trying to like figure out
why?
Are there other human beings? Like
I don't get it. See, that's
to transcend the loneliness of life. Cause there's no way in hell you gonna just give your ass up to a zombie or just like lay there and starve.
Yeah,
nigga, you might as well go figure out what's up.
See what's going on.
Yeah, bro. I've always wanted a situation where I was forced to survive. You know what I mean? Not just like, you know.
I don't know, man. I think I might be all talk though. You know what I mean? Like I might be there. We never know until nigga at that point.
Exactly. Yeah. Have that shit happen. If you and me here, nigga, and you start freaking out, I'ma smack you. Get a hold of yourself, nigga. We gotta figure some shit out. Like, cause every second we delay.
But yeah,
you know what I mean.
The thing is like, that's the thing. That's a crazy thing. Is like. Because you is me and you.
Yeah,
I have obligation. I have.
What? You don't want to transcend the loneliness. You don't want to go see what's up.
I think this is like. I don't know how I can say this without like aggrandizing myself or like just like making me seem like a altruistic person or something. But like. I actually think it's a flaw that like once other people get involved, like I posture myself for them.
Cause like say this shit happen and shorty come out, baby, what we gonna do?
Yeah, exactly.
You can't be like, we gonna fold, baby.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, say she's, God forbid, say she's gone. I don't have too much to, is what I'm saying. I don't have too much to live for. You know what I'm saying? Everybody you love is gone.
That's why niggas like me be at the end, bro. Yeah. Curious niggas just like.
You just try to see what's up. Maybe I can see you like, let me see if I can bust this nut in some soil right here.
Some gonna happen. Some, bro.
I got life, bro.
Bro,
I got plenty of life.
I got plenty of everything.
Yeah.
Like I'm alive for a reason type shit. That's what's gonna hit me. I'm be like, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I feel like that's what I'm feeling right now, just in general. Is like we can be gone in a month, bro. Like whole population wiped out.
Right.
But like right here, right now, there's a reason why we all breathing. You know? But like I guess you can always find meaning in life.
Where you make it.
You make the meaning in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You make it, bro. That's what's tight. That's the best part to me is that like, you know, you taking life by the horns.
Yeah.
You can make meaning out of that shit. Whereas, you know, you living out a hollow existence in a whole like like I guess this is it.
I feel like that's what I don't know. Because I feel like that's so easy. Like at the same time, like
you couldn't.
You might be right, bro. I don't know what would happen at that point.
You might sit there and soak for a little bit. But then you gonna catch yourself looking at yourself soaking, and you gonna be like, "Who am I doing this for?"
I'm gonna be like,
no one's gonna have pity on me.
I'm gonna be like Will Smith in I Legend when he was like, Fred. Like if I see you alive, you better tell me right now. If I see a glimmer of hope, I'm off my machine, bro. I'm going see, and just like that, I switched, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope.
Hey man, make sure you make time to make your beats. You know what I mean? Because you need that.
All right. So in the morning or whatever the morning
get
is,
you a ritual going.
Yeah.
You know.
And
what I
then like
how far do I go out today?
Yeah.
Do I look at a map? You know.
Yeah.
Where the radio tower at? You know what I mean?
That's
like,
the thing. See, like
you
there's
start
so many
thinking,
things that
you
like
start thinking.
I know you go back into like a feral state in a way.
Exactly.
And you're just like, oh, so like the sun is over here. So
right.
I only have 2 more hours to go.
That's when time become a tool.
Look at bro. Yo, that shit was hard. I love how irony comes into play.
Yo, this was full circles,
bro. I did want to ask you about what you think the correlation between heads and producers are.
Heads and producers.
Yeah. You had a while back. You said something on the internet, and I was like, no. I was like, what is it?
Yo,
what is the correlation between a producer's sound and the size of their head / shape?
Yeah, man.
What does that mean?
Man, I mean, people was taking it all kinds of weird ways when I said that shit too. I was surprised at how many niggas was responding to that shit.
It just shows how many people are conscious about their head. I know I'm like, oh shit, kind of peanutty. What do peanut head beats sound like, bro?
I mean, this is the thing. Like this is where science comes in. Because science is the question. I throw out a theory.
Yeah.
And then it has a 7-stage process.
Oh, you like gotta go hypothesis to the full gambit.
Exactly. Yeah. That's how you find out if it's true or not.
What's the scientific method?
But when scientific method.
Yeah.
But when you looking at it from the outside, when you have a theory, it's like, you know, like cuz was in Newton was just like, nigga, the apple fell.
Yeah.
How'd it fall though?
Yeah.
Like he was just like,
no, I
bet there's something that's like, and I bet you it has like a rate, and like he was just like theorizing
9.81.
Just looking at it, but he had to test it. But when I look at niggas and I listen to their beats, it's like the meme. You know, the titties, the face. Like the beat, the head. You know? And I'm just like, yeah, I can kind of see it. Yeah. And it's kind of like
you can almost imagine their head before you see.
I don't have the reverse engineer ability to do that yet. But when
you can see someone's head, you make some boom bap.
I just see
you look like a boom bap head.
It's like, okay, in my mind, when I hear the beat, or when I, because I usually know the producer, or I've seen the producer, and I hear the beat.
Yeah.
What I have in my mind is this caricature image of the person. Yeah. Like if they had a little square, like it's really square, and then that beat is bouncing off a cube in my head, and I'm the way that I synesthetically like bridge the two is like, yeah, nigga, your head is kind of a box, and like your drums are so clear, and like you know, like I could just, it feels very like a very solid rudimentary shape. Like I just like make this like correlation, and like I just had the thought, and I just tweeted it. It wasn't like a solid theory that I put into practice.
Testing it.
Yeah,
you still testing me,
but I know personal acoustics. Like niggas hear shit differently. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like that's how they.
I wonder if that is a thing. Like, why is our head shaped the way it is? You know what I'm saying? Like, does that affect how vibrations? How vibrations enter the ear and get processed?
You have cavities. So like the brain and the head have different cavities. More or less they're the same between people, but there are there's minutia detail people with different shapes of heads, like, or like different backgrounds of people. I'm sure, like, yeah, the personal acoustics are a little different, and it probably goes beyond the shape of your head. It probably goes to like the size of your mouth and like
the size of your brain,
how tall you are, or some shit, like how much you absorb sound, because your whole body is an ear. Your whole body is water. So like the way sound hits you is, I mean, technically different. You know what I mean?
Because everybody comes in a different shape.
Right, and but like I've never been another person, so I can neither confirm.
Isn't that crazy? Like I'll be thinking about that. Like my experience can be totally different. Just like even like going to sex, like
Word, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think about like how like when you having sex with like say like a woman, right?
Okay, that's all I know.
Yeah,
personally,
likewise, and so like I don't know how this penetration feels to them. Like
to them,
yeah, like like this, like what it's completely foreign to us.
Yes, and also in some weird other news, I remember having like a completely lucid dream when I was young that I was a female and I had a fucking vagina, and I was like, what the fuck? And I was just like, I could in my mind imagine what it felt like.
You could?
Yeah. How
do you know that was right?
Well, I don't, but but the understanding of where nerve endings are and the shape of something created that
sensation,
understanding, and experience that like there was an opening in my growing region, and it was sensitive, and like I understood that, and but I couldn't tell you if that was the right feeling or not. But it's all about location, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
in that regard. So.
Like where. How does this feel to you? You know what I'm saying? Like I know how it feels
to her.
Yeah, like
I feel good.
Yeah, but like how? Like there's some penetrating you. Like there's something penetrating you.
Word.
At what portion feels? I guess that's why I'd be so attentive, like to like oohs and ahs. You know?
Right. I've definitely toyed with this idea, and let me just go ahead and get physically metaphysical on you. Just because I've been going there, I suppose. But when you that connected to somebody, and you like you know your way around the hood. Yeah. You know, I've been with my girl for like 8 years or so. Yeah. You just like you can have sort of an exterioception. There's inner perception, which is proprioception, where you understand and feel the machinations of your body and understand it in space. And then there's that other perception, like what I told you, where like the air is breathing you, and you feel this connectedness to the things outside of you. Yeah, there are times when I'm having sex, when I'm doing my thing, where I feel like I can feel what she feel, and maybe it's partly psychic, maybe it's partly my imagination, but it's what allows you to be able to like physically communicate with your partner, right? Because you know what to do and what not to do, and like you know, maybe you even had those moments where it's like, how did you know? And it's just like, I just know, or like you told me, you know.
You lock into sex, and I think that's the goal. That's like what sex is supposed to at its
at peak performance.
Exactly. That's what you're supposed to be. You're not supposed to be psychic, but there's supposed to be a connection.
A real connection, right? Bro. A real connection. Beyond
physical, where it's like not sticking and moving. But like there's like I feel you.
where it lands.
Yeah, like you. I guess the only thing we can, the most widely accepted phrase for that is making love.
Making love.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
You know,
yeah.
Like, there's a very big difference between fucking and just. I mean, what movies that from? Well, I'm quoting a movie right now.
I was starting to hear it. Like, wait a minute.
It's got to be kids or something.
Yeah.
There's a difference between. It's like Rosario's
and making love.
It's like Rosario's. I can see the scene right now.
For real?
Yeah.
It's on kids?
I think so. I think it was Rosario Dawson talking to her girls.
Wow.
Hardcore fucking.
Wow. Yeah, low key.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to get your shit off versus like actually like.
And actually, you know, it's like it takes work to get there, bro. Like you can, you know what I'm saying? Like
you fuck up along the way.
I've been with my woman for 10 years now.
Word. That's tight.
And thank you, bro. But I mean, you don't get there every time. Like it's sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like
sometimes it's a bad day.
Sometimes, or you tired, bro. Like,
that too.
You gotta get some.
People are people, man.
Exactly. We're the most inconsistent. Even our bodies are made inconsistent. Like one arm is longer than the other. You know what I'm saying? Like
cycles.
Yeah.
Cycles and well, yeah, maybe one arm is longer than the other. I would like to think that, you know, within balance there is like some forms of symmetry, and like, yeah, sure, there might be one that's technically longer. Sure.
Yeah. Or one eye is, you know, stronger than the other. Like I think asymmetry is natural.
Right. No, not everything is perfect.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
Oh wow. Well, that is kind of blowing my mind right now, because in my mind things are typically more symmetrical than not. Mm-hmm. Things abide by this like law of nature in my head. But yeah, there are like probably slight imperfections you're not gonna get. Mm-hmm. The perfect proportions all the time, every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta, I don't know. Somehow I think that's man-made.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
And so like sex don't hit every time, because not every time is made for sex.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Or like, you know, just if it ain't that time, how do you make it that time?
You know, someone gotta be selfish.
So I gotta be selfish or very skilled at communicating
to make it, to kind of usher in the time.
When you know, it's just like I'm gonna make it time, because it's time.
Yeah.
You don't know what time it is. I'm about to show you what time it is.
Oh. Well, I feel like we just historically we've always had to be the propagators of just like how society is set up.
Maybe
like you got to know your way around the times. You know,
it starts somewhere with somebody.
Yeah, you got to know the cues. You got to be on your P's and Q's in a way.
My experience has been like, you just have to make the atmosphere the most comfortable it can be.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like coming fresh off of like a fire ass dinner with dessert.
Yeah.
Come through with the candles and the smell good and all of that shit. Like
you getting sense in order.
If everything is perfect, like there's almost no excuse for that.
Yeah.
And I'm saying them on some generalist shit.
Yeah.
I'm talking about my girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I can make it time. Yeah. And if it ain't time, then I'll just bow out and be like, yeah, I tried. I gave it my best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's what I wanted.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever, like, you know, what I find myself, what happens a lot more frequently for me is like, I feel bad making it time sometimes when I know. Like, like I know, like, how much I want to give up, bro? Like, I ain't trying to like, yo, she's sleeping, bro. Like,
yeah. Well, I feel like I only feel bad if I'm trying to make it that time and it's really not that time. I'll be like if it's an utter failure, and I'll be like I'm so sorry. Like what I'll do is I'll just like on some I'm sorry type shit. Like I
open with the apology.
I was bro, because what's worse is that like I get reactions off of her. So if her reaction is negative, I feel terrible. I'm like, I failed as a man. Not only did I not get her up into that state, like I failed miserably, and I gotta say sorry and like fix it, cause like you can really fuck up the mood. I was asleep, like I was asleep. Like
you woke me up from my slumber for this shit, nigga. You gotta come correct,
yo.
And sometimes it's an off night, bro.
You want some water, baby? You want some tea?
You ever just like be restless on purpose? Dreams.
Yo. Oh man, never so underhanded.
Oh man.
I'm straight up.
Yeah, man.
Like, this is where I'm trying to take it.
Yeah, I just feel bad sometimes.
Yeah, sure. That's you human still.
Yeah.
Good.
But what's funny is like when the roles are reversed.
Word.
I love seeing that. I love seeing like how that goes.
Oh, word.
Because I don't think it's just a foreign, like for my wife, it's just like a foreign place to be for her.
Like it's just like we in the mood type shit.
Like well, I'm talking about like when lights are on. It's like not when in the. But honestly, I like honestly, it's just like I don't think there's too much that goes in. For me, at least, it's just like there's not too much that needs to go into that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like I think vagina is so powerful. Is all you got to do is like and it's there's like a summoning call first. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a powerful thing.
I can feel that. I definitely feel the gravity. Yeah.
Like compare it, like if you compare the workload for both sides of things, like I mean we definitely gotta posture ourselves to do more compared to what they gotta do. It's not as much, but it's fine. I mean, to me, it's like,
you talking about some performative shit.
I can be. I was more on like getting to that point.
Oh yeah,
like the whole setup,
like
ambiance,
shit. Girl ain't gotta be romantic and that.
Nah.
You can be in the elevator, or some shit.
So what's good? And then that's where I'm there. Like
I was gonna say, I was like, why is niggas like always down?
We are always down.
Why are we always down?
Survival, my nigga. Like
I told Shorty from the jump, I was like, I'm always down. Like I don't care how sleepy I am.
Yeah.
You go ahead, you wake me up.
Yeah. This blood is flowing.
While I got it, let's go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, that's great.
Yeah.
That was funny.
What's the most recent thing you learned about yourself?
Most recent thing I learned about myself?
Yeah.
Learned about myself. Like truly learned. That's a tough one. I don't even know how to begin to like self-analyze that, because we were keeping the record. I learned that I could do, I mean, it's not new or nothing, but I guess I keep relearning about like my manifestation powers. Like I keep like coming into this thing like, oh yeah, you know, speak about what you be about, and like that reality will come to pass. So I guess maybe I'll learn that like I kind of have a cycle or something, like where like I spend a period of months being ignorant to my powers, and then like all of a sudden they all come back to me at once, and I'm just like, oh yeah, fully lit, yeah, and then I just start going, you know.
Yeah.
So maybe, yeah. I don't want to be. I want to stay that way. I don't want it to be seasonal.
Yeah, you don't want a cyclical.
Yeah, I want to be full on ready.
Yeah,
like
at all times.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe the realization is that I just have cycles, and that I have periods of rest where like my manifestation powers have just like drained me of like, I don't know.
How does that work? Like, how does like do you think everyone has that power?
Power of manifestation.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everything exists. Everything that you could think of exists, and like through this like, you know, that law of attraction shit, like by vibrating it mentally on like a way of being, like you eventually come into the power to realize your dream or your desire. How does it work? I think it's just like a part of the mechanism of life. What we are drawn to through our curiosity, we ask the right questions, we meet people, we go to places that lead us closer to that goal. Sometimes it seems like by magic, you know, you're like, what the fuck, like how did I end up here with this person, or like this is exactly, like I couldn't have imagined it any better than this, and then like you like wake up on the other side of it like, I manifested this. Like, whoa. But like that's just life. Like that's how it works. Yeah. You know.
Sometimes I get in, and this is me being a skeptic sometimes. Sometimes I think we can actually manifest anything in hindsight sometimes. Like you can always, and this should happen when I because my phone is in French.
Okay.
It solves the time. So like before that, it's like when it's like regular time, like 12-hour format. You know, it's like, not to say synchronicities have anything to do with manifestation. But you can be sensitive to synchronicities. Like say, oh, it's 3:33 p.m. right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's happening right? You know what I'm saying? Like, but then you do something like you change your phone to French, and that shit is just in 24-hour format, and all that shit goes away. So it's almost like a perception, reality. You know what your reality is. Like you give it that energy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, that's it. Like we paint our reality with symbols, right?
Yeah.
So how we how we read into it is like, you know, it has everything to do with our personal journey, because I've fallen into like, you know, number science, and like I've developed an entire language based on numbers, and like every number meant something. It didn't matter the combination, but the combinations would freak me out. You know,
and they still do for me too. Like it didn't change. Like you said, like you, it becomes a reality. For you. You know what I'm saying? Like the things that you think.
And the way that you like perceive it to be. I definitely I ride the number wave, sure. And then like, so long as you looking at it as motivation and not based in fear, the fear is just like something magical is happening or something bad is gonna happen, or like For me, it's just
you
like
propagate those those circles.
I'm becoming aware of the patterns. I'm becoming adjusted to the time tool, and I catch myself at 333. I catch myself at 222, because it's not time or magic controlling me. It's me becoming attuned to the measurement, and I now have a cycle. I look, always catch 143, or always catch 222. But what does it mean to you? Does it mean fuck everybody around you, I gotta go home, I'm tired, I'm scared, or like what does it mean?
Because that's what we do with everything else. Like at work, so I say I leave at 5:30. That's you catching 222. You know what I'm saying? Like it's but it's just more, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just widely accepted. I guess like everybody's on that kind of time.
Word. How I would do it back then when I was on that type of time. Be like 222. 2 and 2 is 6. 6 is the number of love. Like I should like tap in with my loved one.
And I see what you're saying.
And like I would,
you created a language with it.
Exactly.
Like
and the language already existed. And I just kind of was just like assigning the meaning and like allowing myself to feel that.
You know what's interesting? Like this week, and we're going off on another tangent, but like we talking about tools and measurements. What kind of broke my head open this week was like learning that speaking like is a tool for communicate, like to give information, like to exchange information, and it's very. And we were just talking about like the internet and how we communicate on the internet, like, but like it evolves, you know what I mean? Like, you know, language evolves with the times.
Right.
So it's more, it's an interesting thing because it is nothing but a tool. It's not like imperative, like, it's just the most efficient tool that we have to exchange information at the end of the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like if there was another tool, we would be using that too.
There are other tools. For sure. Yeah. But
I don't think anything tops language right now for exchanging information. It's kind of
yeah. I mean,
because even in language, there's sub like text. You know, there's so many ways of communicating.
It's arguable. It's arguable because communication is more than just a language. Because like you can talk to somebody and not be communicating with them based upon just like the context or the situation, or like you can be sharing misinformation, and therefore communication can't be thought to be happening because, you know, I could be like, turn off the light when I really want you to turn it on. And so like, I don't know, like it to me maybe like goal oriented. Like, so we have this language to like communicate, but to what end, you know?
Well, I think I think communication is the overarching thing. I think language is a subcategory of communication.
There we go. Yeah. Bang.
I think that's what you're saying, and that's what I'm trying to say.
Word. Too. Okay.
I think because communication is such it's otherworldly. I think, like you can get communication through music, and which I think is totally different from language. I think they're very separate things, and I think they function at like a different in different universes. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
But I think language specifically, speech, you know, I might be redefining it now.
Speech.
But yeah, like I think that specifically is like it's merely a tool to exchange information.
Yeah. Well, I think if you're good at the spoken word, then you could communicate the best shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know any good communicators, bro.
You don't know any?
No.
Zero? None.
I think everybody communicates is very specific to them. The way you receive intention and how you dish it out is different for everyone. So it's a learned thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can go to, all right, let's go to communication class, you know, and like learn something and everybody just comes out like a good communicator.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Communication is I fancy myself a good communicator.
Do you?
I do. And not because of some ego trip, but like I know that my lot in life is to be able to formulate sentences and get, like, I don't know how else to describe it, but my shorty could probably get it to you. But like, it's more like, okay, I know myself enough to like be able to translate something to this person in a way that they would understand exactly where I'm coming from. Like I can do that. Maybe that's something that has to do with my level of creativity.
Yeah.
But I do know that it can be difficult to like cross communication lines that are gapped by like age or background and stuff like that. But I can take a lot of that stuff into account and really try to like feed the right sequence of words with the right vocabulary to like actually land on the other side.
What if I just become like very disagreeable with you right now?
If you're contrarian, then I would mirror your contrarian nature because I play devil's advocate for the sake of someone having the conversations within themselves too. And I'm like, I'm not saying it because I want to piss you off or something. I'm saying it. How solid is your base of theory or whatever? You know, like. How deep does that go? Like, are you sure that you're a bad communicator? Are you sure that you don't know any communicators?
Yeah,
you know
that's a conversation within.
Yeah.
No, I'll take your word on it. I'll take your word on it. You're a good communicator.
I try, and I think that's it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like I don't think just like off rip. I think that's a learned thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like.
It's one of those tools, those constructs that we built into reality to transcend lowliness.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We had to like somehow bridge the gap and understand it.
Right, because we're social creatures.
How do I explain what white is? What is white?
Yeah, it's like what can I grab from these tools that I have of language and like piece this together for you to understand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like say like with your lady, like from the rip, I doubt. Oh, well, I can't speak for you, but like there was some learning that had to take place on like even in the most intimate of times on like communicating your intentions so that they can be received by her.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. It's like
absolutely.
I don't think anybody knows that off rip. You know what I mean?
Like how to completely communicate
like
shit to people.
Yeah, you almost gotta be Mel Gibson from What Women Want. You know what I'm saying?
But that goes part and parcel with my obsession. It's just like, are you telling me exactly what you feel?
Yeah.
Like I feel like usually I can sense when there's
something being held back, or
when there's like things left to be or stones left to be turned. It's like that's not all of it, because there's no way. And I'll just go based upon like what I see. It's like your reaction is telling me that something is under that. You know, this is just a surface, or maybe you don't quite understand it yourself.
Yeah.
And like we can just like have dialogue and get to it.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
That's what we did on our 8 year.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we just sat down and like we did some old school shit. We like pulled up to a park in the car, blew some tree, and like discourse. Just complete it. Like
that's so important, bro.
How do you feel about this?
Yeah.
What do you want to do with that?
Did you come with notes? Did you come with like, all right, just something?
My notes was don't get angry. That was my notes. Was just don't flip out
because of some she says or something, or like something she wants to work on type shit, or how she's not receptive to what you're talking.
Niggas is we just walking triggers. You know what I mean? We just all just like
listen, bro.
A reason to pop.
We gotta you know, it takes work to unlearn it. You know,
right?
And everybody's at a different chapter in that.
Right. And your loved one gonna know you more than anybody and can easily get up under your skin. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
certainly. Yeah. But like to hold in your heart, to not like resort to like emotional reactionary responses, you could really like get some crazy answers or something. Like I don't know, like when you engage in like true discourse, like when you're open to the other person and like the ideas that they present, like you can like really team up on some shit.
Really, you really can. Yeah, I think that the main thing is to not consciously not judge.
Right.
You know, because we do it anyway, just naturally. But to like hear it, take it in, and understand, and get to the shifting your curiosity to why. It's coming out of them that way, instead of like, why is it affecting me? That like trying to figure out why it affects me.
Right.
You know,
I feel it. Peer therapy. We can just like get underneath the surface of one another's psyche and like kind of present ourselves as like the clearest mirrors, so that like we can grow, you know, together even, you know, learn our roles and like how best to like play them. Yeah,
that's beautiful, man. Can I ask you one more question?
Sure. So,
what is something the world does not know about you but should? Like you just haven't had any time, any opportunity to like really just be like, yo, this is what I'm about. This is actually what you guys got me fucked up. Like, this is actually what it is about me.
I mean, I'm sure some people know it, you know, people who know me. But the world over, like people removed from me, twice removed, those people are just everybody.
I was thinking everybody.
Everybody?
Everybody, though.
But there's so much of myself that I expose, man.
Yeah.
I guess, flaws in all your, like, I'ma just lay it out all on the table. Like, what you see isn't some, like, maybe, like, falsified version of myself. I'm really giving everything of myself in every moment. And that's why you might see me awkward, or you might see me pissed, or like wilding out, or like something. Like, I'm always just kind of giving it what I got in the moment. I feel like I'll be making people feel awkward, or like the conversations that I have are like unsettling. Just know that, like, I'm really just trying to let it hang. And like, I feel like maybe when people have like these preconceived notions of what I'm about based upon, like, you know, whatever, I don't know what my reputation may precede. I don't even think I have a reputation, but it's just like, I don't know, people be coming up to me on some wild shit sometimes, like really thinking that they like can relate to me. And like, I just see a bunch of extras, and I'm like, well, if you take off your cool, you'll be exactly where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm really just out here trying to figure it out. Like, when you see me, like, try and like, let's rally up on some solutions, because I really ain't got time for the fuck shit.
Yeah.
It's more big talk than small talk these days. Like, that's what time I'm on. So like, let's not keep it shallow, you know? Let's dig deep.
Let's get somewhere.
Yeah, because I want to be somewhere. I want to feel good about where I'm at. Not like questioning whether or not I'm wasting my time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if they don't know something about me, is that like, I'm in real time. Like, I've practiced being in the present moment enough to just accept the anxiety of the choice. Every increment, every moment is precious, and like, I'm trying to fill that with like joy, or like strategy. Like, let's build on it. I think generally people understand that about me. But like, if there was any question of that's what was going on,
just solidify.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That is what it is.
I feel you.
Be blessed.
Yeah. How you feel?
Solid.
Good?
Yeah, this floor is comfortable.
Oh, it is. It really is, man. I don't notice it as much anymore. But it is. You're absolutely right.
Yo, this is a great meditation space.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
It is. I need to meditate more, but
feel free.
Thank you for the reminder.
I'm blessed.
All right, are we good?
I think so.
Thank you for coming through and doing it with me.
Man, what are you talking about? It was a pleasure and an honor. I've always wanted to see what was up, like where it really goes, how it feels.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even know what the fuck we gonna talk about. I'm like, so I like sent you the record. I was like, I don't even know if you know, like what I don't know. I don't know shit.
Yeah. No, I mean, I take whatever. I don't even know what it becomes either, honestly. Like, I think that's the most nervous thing that makes me.
Word.
But like, usually by the end of it, it's always like it's really just like facing the fear of talking to people, just in real time. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I like how once we get over that, like where it ends up. Because now I feel settled. You know what I mean?
Right. I feel warm now.
Yeah.
Like I could keep talking.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like compared, and I love like the awkwardness in the beginning because that's human shit. You know what I mean? Like niggas be on misfired cylinders. You know what I mean?
Right.
In the beginning, and then we come to this beautiful moment where we just coalesce. I just like it.
I love it, bro. You got the blueprint.
No, man. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, man.
I can't take credit, but I'm honored that.
Feel free to take credit, my nigga. And credit whoever else helps. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You doing that. This is solid, man.
Thank you, bro.
Yo, bless up. Oof.
Ooh, that sounded good.
Oh, it goes deep for me. Urgh. That's that old man grunt. Woo. Solid.
2 hours 45.
Damn, what the fuck? Damn, nigga. Really? Ooh, sorry. Get it.